Welcome back to my next video. Today I'm going to fix a leaky faucet. Alright, so first let me give you a close-up of what is happening. When I turn these on, what was happening, I was getting water, I thought at first underneath here. So I replaced this ring and that didn't do anything there. There's actually 3 gaskets I'll show you in here. I replaced the second obvious one, which I'll show you. Didn't do the trick. The last one was an internal one in here. I've already replaced this one. I've already done a test. I've turned this on. Well, actually I have no water going to it right now. But I have eliminated the leak right around this spot here. I am going to take this one out here. This is my hot water, which is not hooked up. And I will show you the gaskets that I used to replace. A couple of them maybe I didn't need to, but it was a good idea to replace them anyway. Make sure you have yourself some kind of towel handy when you do this, because invariably there always seems to be some water leaking out, and I am trying to avoid excess water rolling all over my countertop and stuff. In this case, I'm just using an adjustable wrench. And for those of you, if there's people out there that have actually never done this before, I'm just turning counterclockwise. Now, for those of you professionals, you already know this. And I know if I'm being redundant, I apologize, but I figure I'll just try and help some people out. Alright, there's not much water coming out, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to show you here. The initial gasket I replaced was this one here. It didn't seem to be the issue, but this goes on the base and then seals up against the actual unit itself. Alright, and what I used to replace this one, I found you'll have to find the size that matches your system. I just happen to be using a number 30 O-ring. This is from Danco. And I brought this with me to make sure I got the right one. So this here very easily just slides over and down, and that's going to create a seal once that gets screwed down in to keep the water from flowing this way. Now this one here I have not yet replaced. I'll show you on the other one what the old one looks like. You can see it's definitely been worn out, and I will show you what a new one looks like. These also happen to be same brand. This is a 0 flat washer from also Danco, 732 outside dimension. That's actually important to know because like this one here, you may have noticed that ID inside dimension, outside dimension, and when you do a lot of your piping and fixtures, that's going to be information you'll want to have with you. Alright, so let's actually get to replacing this now. I'm going to take this off. Alright, so I had a little issue with this unit here. Taking the washer out, in that you can see this screw is pretty worn out. I was trying to use this Phillips, the 2 sides on this. I did end up using another Phillips to get this out. I will not reuse this. However, I used a different Phillips than my brother. I put vice grips here so as not to ruin any of this. My brother held it really tight and it just started to turn. So I did find another screw to put in here. Now hopefully, I'm going to have to try it to see if it works. The size of this screw will not be an issue. It's a coarse tread. I am going to put the new washer in here. It's not too difficult. I just wedge a screwdriver under, slip this around, up and over, and that rolls right off. I mean, it doesn't look worn out, but it clearly was the issue that I had with the other side. So I know where this one is leaking in the same place. It's time to replace this one as well. That will roll right off. This is my new one. Alright, and actually you can see a little bit of difference. This is the old one. It's a little thinner, and that's probably why it's not creating the proper seal. What might be a good idea is to clean this up a little bit. down below here, which I should have done on the other one and didn't, but that's alright. It's still working alright. Slide this down over. Alright, so that'd be the new one there. And this is my new, as opposed to the old. You can see the ridges in this one all worn out. And it should fit snug. You really don't want it loose, so I'm able to put this down in here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so folks, I found, or my brother helped me find, a replacement brass screw for this. Brass, because I really don't want to worry about anything corroding too quickly. Now, for those of you who don't know my dad, although he's not here with us, this is one of those things that he'd say, hey, aren't you glad I saved that? Because we always used to give him a hard time about him saving tons and tons of stuff. And of course, you know, that one thing I needed, here it is. I'm going to put this in here. Now, even though my hot water isn't hooked up, it still dripped a little bit when I had the cold on, because this is all interconnected system. And we can make this snug. Alright, both of these are off. I can at least turn the cold on and try that. I'll have to go outside and turn the pump back on. I mean the hot. I know I don't have anything obviously coming out from this side. For some reason that's still dripping on the hot water side. Alright, I did tighten up this a little bit more, and apparently that was the issue, because now when I turn the water on this side, I'm not getting any leaks out of either side now, which is good. So hopefully this will conclude the video on how to stop a leaky water faucet by replacing the gaskets and which gaskets to replace it with. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I always try to keep an eye on the comments below. And don't forget to check the description box for any links I may or may not have mentioned in the video itself.